What is up, y'all? It is Comfy and it was another video of r/pettyrevenge. If you don't know what the subreddit is, it's just people getting revenge in some really petty ways. If you guys do enjoy the video, please leave a like. It would mean the world to me. Let's get right into it. Warning, these clips are extremely long and may contain a bit of mispronunciations. They're too long to really nitpick them through, so warning, if you have OCD, I do not suggest watching this video. But you should just keep it going muted so you get the watch time up. 3 cents makes a difference. Apologies in advance for formatting, typos, etc. On mobile, too long, didn't read. At the bottom. I worked as a cashier for 6 years at a grocery store. For the most part, it was a good job. I had a great bunch of regulars and awesome coworkers. This happened close to before I quit. It was Friday night, close to the end of my shift. Our store had on a 3-day weekend special on ribs. Of course, everyone ran in and grabbed them up. Why not? The way my store worked for 3-day sales, they would ration whatever item was on sale, meaning not all the ribs were out on Friday for the fear of selling out in one day. There were 2 days worth of ribs in the back to be put out the following mornings. This woman comes up to my till and I say, "Hello, how are you today?" She immediately starts on how the ribs and how ridiculous it is that we're already sold out. There should be enough for everyone, etc. So me, trying to be proactive, I asked her if she would like me to go check and see if there are more in the back. I know they are. I could have easily asked the manager to get this woman 1 pack of ribs, but she snarled at me and said, "I already got someone to check, there weren't any." So I then offered her a rain check. She said no. I said that if you have the flyer, perhaps another store can price match the item for you. She tells me she needs them for a party tonight. At this point, I'm like, alright, screw you. I've given you 3 solutions and you're just complaining for the sake of being miserable. So I finished ringing and bagging her items. Her last item was a bag of chips. She pulls out a coupon for the chips and it was spend $50, get the chips free. I looked at her total as $49.97. I had never felt more glee in my life. Putting on my best customer service smile, I'm sorry, ma'am. The coupon says only $50. You're at $49.97. She scoffs at me and is like, "What? You can't do like 5 cents?" I said, "No. I'm sorry, this computer actually won't take it unless it's $50 or more. Would you like to grab another item?" She scowled at me and told me to take the chips off, then paid and left. Probably the highlight of my cashier career. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of mean, but that's cool. Please, don't spray water on my father. I've been told many stories about my dad, but this is definitely my favorite one. When my father was young, he volunteered as a fireman at the station he worked at. There was a habit of spraying the new guys with a hose. It was a fun initiation tradition, completely harmless and with no ill intent. However, my father saw it as an opportunity on a bright and sunny day when he had to finish getting ready. It was called outside by the rest of the station and he took it. My dad knew that this was the last of the new guys to get sprayed by the hose and decided to be careful. Instead of running out straight into what could be a hose, he looked out a nearby window and sure enough, everyone in the station was standing and waiting for the door expectantly. On the ground, he could make out a shadow of a man standing at the roof above the door, holding something vaguely hose-shaped. As an obvious trap, my father says, "In a minute," and he rushes back into the station. A short while later, as the store opens, the fireman that used to let off the water over my father, which simply just stands there and basks in the cold water. Initially, the firemen cheer and celebrate, but it soon dies as they realize my dad is not at all surprised or concerned with what's going on. When the water turns off, his master plan is revealed. He had gone into the locker room, rummaged through every single locker, put on everyone else's clothes, now soaked. The other firemen had to go home that day with incredibly damp and cold, while my father returned home feeling like a champion. Well, you had to be really petty to do that. Okay. Dumped 10 liters of pee on loud neighbor's fence. This has been going on 5 to 7 months approximately. 2 months ago they started playing music louder. For the past 4 months I've filled 5 2-liter bottles of Coca-Cola full of pee. I left the bottles in my backyard and it's tightly sealed. I checked on the bottles 30 minutes ago and the urine is black. I opened the bottle a bit, the smell burned my nose so much. I coughed up the smell of pee and my eyes burned so bad. I could go up to the front of the house, put the toilet paper on and the nostrils and the swimming goggles on. I stood on my sidewalk facing eastward where my neighbor's house was, put the 2-liter bottle touching both tips of my shoes. I take a deep breath and I open the 2 bottles with 1 bottle in each hand, start dumping it on the sidewalk and the fence of their house. I inhaled calmly, walked back to the backpack in front of my neighbor's house, did another lap with another bottle. I had 1 left, started using it on the tree in front of my neighbor's house. I started slowly getting to the floor nice and good. Slowly worked about 5 feet of the tree, just glazed in pee. I put the bottles in my JanSport backpack, threw the shoes, sweatpants, sweaters, bottles, hefty bag, and the garbage bin. Either the music will be louder or the music will stop altogether. We'll report back on Monday morning. Yes, Monday morning news to hear about the man who poured pee on his neighbor's fence. Tale of Prank Bus Driver. So for some context here, I live in a village in front of my city that has been in bus's frequency changed to once every few hours because of the low number of people on the bus. I was in town one day and rather than have to wait at the stop, I noticed the bus was parked at the stop. As you can imagine, I was ecstatic at the thought of getting home early, do stuff I like to do. So I ran towards the bus stop. However, in my dismay, as I'm waving hands while running off, the bus driver closed the door, looked at me and said, "Sorry about that, mate," chuckled, drove the bus off. As angry as I was, I stopped to think, remembered I take the bus regularly and I know where the next stop is. I could visualize a shortcut. I'm relatively athletic and I do sports, so I thought, screw it. I sprinted all the way to the next bus stop and managed to make it there before the bus driver did. I hopped aboard the bus, slightly out of breath, and told him my destination. He printed my tickets. I proceeded to hand him my money, but I wanted my revenge, so my hand slipped and dropped some coins over the counter and proceeded to say, "Sorry about that, mate." Chuckled. Felt good. You could have just waited. Thank you all for watching towards the end. Hope you're having a great day, night, time, whenever you're watching this, wherever you're watching this. If you're watching this at your 6-year-old baby cousin's birthday party, let him know in 15 years that you're doing something productive then. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you guys did not like the video, please tell me what I can do to do better. If you guys did like the video, please leave a like.